And India's clean industrial future is gaining momentum. The Industrial Transition Accelerator, launched at COP28, has unveiled its India Insights briefing and project support program to drive low-carbon growth across key sectors like steel, cement and aviation. Developed with Boston Consulting Group, the report highlights 65 commercial-scale projects worth $150 billion, capable of cutting up to 175 million tons of CO2 and creating over 2 lakh jobs. DD India's Prasar Bharati reports.
India is on the cusp. We are moving towards net zero. Our commitment to NDCs are there. But what is the role that the industries are playing right now, especially in aligning with the government's vision?
India has 65 such projects on the drawing board, and our goal, our job, is to work with all the stakeholders domestically and internationally to get those projects from the drawing board to final investment decision, the point at which they can start to be constructed and later go into production.
Now you mentioned steel industry. These are the industries which are now working, especially when it comes to green hydrogen, getting that supply chain working. Is that something that you guys are working with the stakeholders to not just to get the technology, but also get the finance? Climate finance is also something that a lot of people are talking about.
Absolutely. The way we work is working in partnership with the stakeholders in the country, both in the industrial sectors, project developers, but also all the relevant ministries and policymakers to find the right combination of factors that will unlock these investments. And let's remember, India has a real competitive commercial advantage. You mentioned hydrogen. Because of its blessed resources in solar energy, it has one of the lowest levelized costs of electricity globally. That means it can also produce green hydrogen at a very competitive cost internationally. That allows industries here in India to decarbonize over time, but not only for domestic consumption. I think the real opportunity here as well is for India to take its place in international markets.
The COP30 is going to kickstart in a short while from now, and a lot of people are now talking, well, is there any chance that the developed countries, West especially, are they coming down when it comes to their commitment?
So what we see from our data, and we have a global project tracker, and we've just updated it to show that there are now globally over 1,000 projects, deep decarbonization, commercial scale projects around the world. Yes, there are some headwinds, it's true, but we also see that many of these green production methods are becoming increasingly cost competitive with their fossil fuel equivalent production methods. We see that momentum growing, and last year there were more of these projects reaching final investment decision globally than in previous years. So the momentum is continuing and growing.
With Car Person Piyush, this is Prasar Bharati for DD India from Delhi.